Hi again, this is Pam with Heart of Texas. I just want to show you some of the finishing touches on the 12 Days of Christmas album, photo flip album that we have the kits for, that you can order online or that I will be teaching in a class in December at Craft Crossing in Gonzales. This shows the cover, the outside cover, covered with the paper, and then the spine is covered with craft text. It's now getting ready to cover it with the strip that I cut that's in your instructions. That's about 3.5 or 4 inches wide. It shows on there that I scored it, but I changed my mind and I didn't score it. I did border punch it with a small scallop punch. I think it was a Stamping Up, but it's probably, I think I show it later on, but it's probably been discontinued. But I punched both edges, and then you just need to work it, just hand work it around your book to get it to shape and conform the way you want it. I started just making sure that all the score tape that I had on was covered and that it was going to be straight. And you want to use plenty of score tape on the spine that I showed you, and then some over on the outside. You want to kind of check your placement. It should be fine, just to make sure that your cover decorations or embellishments are on there. This is just showing you the inside once again of the book before it has any embellishments on it. That's the first waterfall. The second one, uh, third, the back of the third. This is the fourth, where we have the vellum over that, and you can use it to put small pictures through on there. This is the back of the fourth page, and this is the front of the fifth page, just the one that we put the photo flip, the mini photo flip on, that I've made a video for you to see. It'll fit in your book, so you really don't need to cover the inside. It'll just add extra weight to it. It'll fit well enough that you won't have to. If you want to ink or paint around the edges, that's strictly up to you. But it does cover it enough that, and then we're going to go back and cover the inside of the black spine. This is the cover embellishment. It's cut in, you have 3 different pieces, and I give you the instructions on how to cut those out of a lightweight chipboard, and you layer each piece of paper, and I used the stub punch on those all the way on each side. I just stacked those up, layering them. There was no added tape. On the back, after I had glued the ticket looking thing on the very top the way I wanted it onto the front, I used foam tape, mounting tape, to mount that all as one piece. You just want to peel it off, place it on there, and it'll be done. It's on there approximately like that. You want it up close enough to the top so that you can add the bow. I don't show the bow. I'm a horrible bow tire, so I just practice until I get it the way I want it. I did add score tape to the bow to get it to crinkle up and give the dimension that's shown in the picture of the photos that come in your album. So I just adhered that down by just working my way from the center of the spine out and just removing a little bit of the score tape at a time, so that I could keep it nice and straight and get it even on there. I didn't score that because it's just easier to manipulate it if you just have some soft bend in the paper. And then you can just kind of burnish it with your burnishing tool once you get it all on there. And then again, you'll have to just massage your paper and your chipboard back and forth to get it a little limber and broken in, and it will get much more pliable as you use it going on into there. I try to line the border punch edges up with a stripe. And so that kind of gives you just a complete visual. You don't notice that it's wonky. That's the punch that I use. That's the Stampin' Up! Punch, I believe, and I think it's discontinued. This is putting the cover or the topper over each of the or both of the two 5-page waterfalls. I didn't score it. This shows scoring, and the first one that I did, the scoring didn't fit right. It just didn't look right on there. So I just cut a piece of paper that same length, scalloped one edge, inked the outside edges, and just kind of roll the paper the same as you did with the spine over the top of that until it kind of got a little pliable and you could place it down. I put score tape, or not score tape, I put ATG tape on the inside, outside, inside edges, the back and the front, without going down that center